You can love me again, again, again. You better love me again. You better love me.
A-Star Squad. What's up, guys? Welcome to AStarForBants, and today I am back with a video. Now, this isn't a reaction video, but it is a reaction. Today, I'm reacting to the Brazilian squad, basically, for the World Cup, the 23-man Brazilian squad, picked by Tite. You know what, it's 4 letters and I still don't know how exactly you guys pronounce it. I've never heard it being said by anyone before. You lot might need to send me voice notes or something about how you say his name, because I'm going to need to know by the World Cup, innit? But I've always just read it as Tite. That's how I read it, innit? But anyways, first, alright, this is what we're going to do. We're going to break the video down into this. I'm going to explain something real quick at the beginning of the video, yeah, regarding my personal opinions and how that changed over the last 24 hours. I'm going to go through the squad, just in case you don't know it, but go through the squad and what I think of each appointment. And then I'm going to go through the players who missed out and talk a bit about that. Does that sound good? Cool. If you're excited for that, then make sure you're really smashing up that like button. But let's get straight into it. So before we get started, I just want to quickly say that before, when the squad was originally announced yesterday, and I saw it all over Twitter and on the news and all that type of stuff, and all the, like, you know, online media outlets, I looked at a few names and I was like, ah, what? And I saw a few teams' names missing. I was like, what? That's crazy. Like, do you know what I mean? But then I'll tell you what happened between then and now. Since then, I've seen videos of certain players like Fagner, and who was the other one? And like Cassio for Corinthians, both for Corinthians. I saw videos of, like, and a few other ones of like them hearing the squad being announced. Oh, and what's his name? Pedro Guerrero for Gremio. I saw videos of them listening to the squad being announced with their family and hearing their name and then their family going crazy, and that kind of changed my mind about a lot of things, because I thought to myself, wait, hold on a second, who am I, yeah, to say this person doesn't deserve to be in the squad, right, when this is something that they probably dreamt of all their lives? Do you know what I mean? This is something that I'm pretty sure most Brazilians that are passionate about football dream of. Do you know what I mean? And not only that, but then work hard during, like, do you know what I mean, in the past year or the past few years, work really hard to get to this point and get selected. They didn't choose themselves, they were selected. Do you know what I mean? And I heard what Tite said. He said that, you know, he trusts his team, you know, his management team, and him alongside his fellow coaches and I guess scouts went to watch the team play. These players play. Players that made it, players that didn't make it. He went to watch them play. And based on those observations, this is who he feels deserves to go. Do you know what I mean? And you can't really take anything away from that. Because at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? Like, he's done his job. Like, if you're not going to impress him when do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to have done something to make it there. You have to, do you know what I mean? The only way you can be there is if you deserve it. That's just the way it is. And me personally, I didn't watch all of these players play. I wasn't there in the stadium. You know what I mean? I didn't go to these matches. I haven't been watching these players thinking, okay, does this person deserve to be in? Do you know what I mean? So you got to think of it like that, because I know a few of you probably disagreed with his decision as well, yeah. But that's how you got to think about it, because at the end of the day, this is someone who didn't just play FIFA or watch highlights on YouTube or watch a few games here or there in the Champions League and think this is the team. This is someone that actually done research, went to watch firsthand and picked his squad. So with that being said, that's the reason why he is the Brazilian manager and we aren't. That's just the way it is, isn't it? So with that being said, let's get on to the team. Now, we're going to start off with the goalkeepers. First up, we have Alisson, who plays for Roma, who, as you all know, has had a very, very, very good season for Roma. Especially, I don't know if you guys watched him in the Champions League, en route to beating Barcelona, and then, you know, against Liverpool as well. Like, those are the times when I watched him. I haven't been watching him in the Italian league, so I'm not gonna pretend like I have. But I've seen a lot of highlight reels of Alisson. I know you lot have been asking me to react to him, but he is someone that I was surprised was your first choice goalkeeper, but now it makes sense. Do you know what I mean? He's also a ball playing goalkeeper, just like Ederson. So Ederson would be a good backup goalkeeper. And then you got Cassio, who I believe was a surprise. He was the wild card in this. But then again, listen, at the end of the day, Corinthians won the league last season, and they've been quite good this season so far, and that's their goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, cool, maybe he's not a big world name, international name, European name, but he's accomplished. Based on, like, if you look in the last 12 months, he's accomplished. That's just the fact of the matter, innit? So there we go. But like I said, we'll go on to people who missed out later. We go on to defenders. We've got Danilo, Manchester City, and we've got Fagner, Corinthians, who I believe will be the right backs. I don't know who will be first choice, probably Danilo. This does surprise me and doesn't surprise me, only because obviously, you know, Dani Alves got injured, so I'm assuming one of these wouldn't have made it, I'm assuming. Which one? I don't know. We'll see. The starting lineup for the first game will show you which one is the first choice in it, so that'll be interesting to see. But look, at the end of the day, things happen in it, people get injured, you've got to be ready to step up, and they were, so happy days, good for them, do you know what I mean? We move on, we've got Marcelo, Real Madrid, no surprise. Felipe Luis, now this is someone who, you know what I mean, there was a big debate between him, Alexandro, which one would go. Felipe Luis, I guess he just edged it, innit? What can you do? Again, someone who has had a very good season for Atletico Madrid as well, so. We've also got Thiago Silva, who's no surprise for me personally, probably will be the captain, and Marquinhos, both PSG, so, you know, PSG again won the league. Look, you've got a lot of winners in this. You've actually got a lot of winners in this team. I'll probably go through all the winners in this team afterwards, but then you got Miranda, Inter Milan, you got Pedro Giromel, yeah, Giromel, I don't know in it. Gremio. I do think there are a few more people from Gremio who maybe should have had a look in, but we'll get into that afterwards. But yeah, now he's been a very good centre back. You saw him in the Libertadores, you know what I mean? One of the steady leadership figures in that Gremio team. Very talented team, by the way. But yeah, we move on. Midfielders, you got Casemiro, no surprise. Back-to-back Champions League winner. Pivotal part in that Real Madrid team. You know, probably will feature in the final, but we'll see. You've got Fernandinho of Manchester City again. Manchester City won the league. Fernandinho has been very, very good this season. We got Paulinho, the chosen one. He basically picked himself. He was probably the first team on the list. That, no one should be surprised. Paulinho is there, full stop. Cool, we move on. Fred, another one that's debatable. I mean, Shakhtar Donetsk, I don't know. Like, I haven't watched him, so I don't really know, to be honest. But he must have done something special. I might need to do a reaction video on him. Let me know if you want me to do a reaction video on him, because obviously he's done something to deserve to be on the team. So, but I can't really comment much. I haven't watched much of Shakhtar Donetsk. I haven't. We've got Renato Augusto, who now plays for Beijing. He wasn't there last season. Who is he playing for? He wasn't there last season. I'm gonna assume he got picked based on last season in Brazil. Yeah, because I know for sure he was not playing in China. You know what I mean? But I guess he probably secured a spot during the qualifiers. He was in a lot of the teams prior to now. He was in a lot of the World Cup qualifying teams. Do you know what I mean? So he's probably someone Tite trusts. So there, I can see where that's coming from. Coutinho, just fresh off a hat-trick for Barcelona. Unfortunately, they still managed to ruin that unbeaten run. But it is what it is. Coutinho is someone who's definitely could be one of the stars of the World Cup, so I'm not surprised to see him there. We have Willian, who has had a very strange season for Chelsea, because Chelsea have been poor, but he's actually been quite good. He's actually, do you know what I mean? He's one of those players that I feel like was fighting for their spot, because it wasn't guaranteed for someone like him. And same with Douglas Costa for Juventus, do you know what I mean? Again, Juventus done well in their league. Douglas Costa played a good role. Again, good Champions League run, do you know what I mean? And Douglas Costa's that person that can turn a game on its head. He's got the quality, you know that. He's got the match-winning quality, do you know what I mean? It just depends. It's someone you would not want to see warming up on the sideline, let me put it that way, innit? That's just the fact of the matter. We've gone to the forwards, King Neymar. Now, thankfully for Brazil, you know, he's going to be ready in time. You know, he got an injury at a bad time of the season, but I guess in some ways it's good, because if it was any later, he probably wouldn't be going to the World Cup. And that would be a tragedy for Brazil in itself, do you know what I mean? But yeah, he made it, so that's someone who has to be there. We've got Gabriel Jesus, Manchester City again, someone who definitely has to be there. And Roberto Firmino, who I feel like is the best modern day number 9 in terms of what the game demands right now, do you know what I mean? High pressing, skillful drip, do you know what I mean? I feel like he's the perfect modern day number 9. So he's someone, it'll be interesting to see Gabriel Jesus, Roberto Firmino, who starts, who plays, will they play together, it'll be interesting. But we've also got Tyson again of Shakhtar Donetsk. I didn't watch them play much this season, so just like Fred, I can't really comment. But he must have done something to deserve a spot. Must have. With that being said, let's get on to the players who didn't make it, who I feel like were in a good shout to make it. Like, we're in a good position to probably make it, possibly. It was probably a close call between them and some of the players that made it. So you've got Alex Sandro for Juventus. Now, I know this is probably a lot of you guys' choice as left back, second to Marcelo. But then again, you can't really argue with the experience of Felipe Luis. Like, it was a difficult one. I know it was just probably like this, literally. Do you know what I mean? It went down to the wire, and maybe in the end you can say that Felipe Luis arguably had the better season. Do you know what I mean? So, just one of those, really. Felipe Luis, they're in the final of the Europa League. You know, I think they're second in the La Liga above Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? So, can you really? It's a difficult one, but I think either way, you're going to be happy in it. Alexandre Felipe Luis, you're getting 2 quality left backs there. So he's unfortunate to miss out, but that's what happens when you come from a nation who are very, very talented, you know what I mean? Moving on, you've got Fabinho. This is someone who I literally can't believe didn't make it. I'm actually shocked. This is someone who I think would have made it even if Dani Alves wasn't injured. I feel like he would have been the second choice right back and a utility player for midfield. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is just someone who had to make it. Unfortunately, he didn't though. He's had a very, very good season for Monaco. Like, but again, when you come from a nation he would probably go with most other nations, top nations, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, you come from Brazil, innit? That's what happens. Like, that's what it is. You know, you can kind of see why Diego Costa chose Spain now. He knew that was tense. But yeah, we move on. You know, that's very unfortunate. But that's someone who I feel like, if I had to make my team, he would have been in it. Like, my predictions. But yeah, anyways, we move on. We've got David Luiz. This is someone who I feel like, it's a tough one because I know most of you don't like it for whatever reason. You call him a crybaby, whatever, whatnot. But this is someone who I feel like I just feel like he had to be there, you know? Teamwork, like, he just seems like the type of good character to have in a change room. He'll fight for you on the pitch. He'll defend, he'll put his heart on the line, score beautiful free kicks. I just feel like this is just someone who, just a great player to take. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. I know a lot of you guys don't like him. And to be honest, you've got a lot of good centre-backs anyways. Even a special shout out to Naldo as well. He's also had a very good season. Unfortunately, he didn't make it either, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he didn't. But anyways, we move on. Oscar. Let me tell you something. I honestly feel like the only reason why Oscar didn't make it is because he's in China. Because I feel like, honestly, a few years ago, Oscar was in his position. I feel like he was one of the most promising, one of the best, one of the most in terms of potential. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. This is a great. I don't know Oscar's decision making. I don't really know what possessed him to go to China, but this is someone who I feel like would have definitely been going to the World Cup if he just stayed at a top team in Europe. It's a tough one for me. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't mind. I don't really know in it, but you should have been going to the World Cup, Oscar. That's just the way it is, isn't it? But you played yourself. You know what I mean? That's how I feel like he played himself. Anyways, and I haven't been watching him in China, so I don't know what he's been doing. Lucas Moura now. Went to PSG, didn't play much. Went to Tottenham, didn't play much. You can't really argue with this one. It's just it's a tough one for him because again, we all know his qualities, but you don't play, then you literally don't play in the World Cup. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, it's unfortunate, but maybe he thought getting to Tottenham will up his chances, but he wasn't playing much. You know what I mean? He didn't make enough of an impact. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. We move on. Malcolm, his time will come. That's how I feel. I feel like his time will come. He's been very good in League One, but his time will come. I know that. So he doesn't need to worry yet. We have King Arthur, who currently plays for Gremio, but will eventually join Barcelona. This is someone who I just feel like you should have just taken him anyways. You know what I mean? This is one of those players you should have just taken anyways. You see, this is someone who literally would have, I feel like he would have lit up the stage at the World Cup. Honestly, like, I feel like Tite, this is the only one where I feel like he missed the trick. 100%. Everyone else that didn't make it, you could say, okay, well, he didn't make it, but it's okay because this person will bring just as much. I think Arthur would have been a different, I don't feel like there's any player in the squad that would have brought the qualities that Arthur would have brought. Do you know what I mean? You guys have compared him to Xavi, compared him to Iniesta. I just feel like with his, plus even if he didn't have a big role, I feel like this experience would have made him a key player for the next World Cup. Like, literally a star man for the next World Cup. The same way Spain dominated for years, you know, Xavi and Iniesta. I feel like he would have, I don't know, it's just one of those things, and I know a lot of you guys are disappointed, especially Gremio fans. But at least one of your players made it in it. But I feel like this one should have been definitely one of the ones that made it 100%. Maybe Tite wasn't willing to take the risk with him, but it's just one of those, I guess. It's a shame, but again, just like with Malcolm, his time will come, 100%. You guys know it, I know it, we all know it. So wait on that one. Anderson Talisca. I feel like this is someone who has come out of the, like everyone, I think, it's a tough one because for me personally, I feel like he's had a very good season. Yeah, 100%. And I feel like his qualities would have been something different. Something, again, a bit like Arthur, something that he could have, it's just something different. I mean, with his height and his skill set, he's a very different type of player. Do you know what I mean? I feel like maybe Tite didn't know how to, he didn't fit in the system. That's the only thing I can think of, because this would be someone who is a good shout. Definitely is a good shout, honestly. But I don't know. It was an unnecessary one. I feel like this would have been like a luxury player to take. It wasn't one that way you think we need him to win the World Cup. It would just have been a luxury one. So I can understand why he didn't bring him. But you know what? He could say he's done himself proud at Besiktas. You know what I mean? We move on. We have Rodrigo Xiao for Sao Paulo. Now I haven't watched it much. I wasn't gonna say he deserves to go. I don't really know, to be honest. Maybe I haven't watched Sao Paulo enough. But this is someone that I wasn't even going to select, even if I was predicting it. That's just me being honest in it. But maybe I should I'll probably put the pictures up here. I'm not sure. It depends on if I'm feeling lazy or not. How long have we got? 18 minutes, damn. Okay, we move on. Neto for Valencia. Listen, there's a lot of goalkeepers that are going to be upset. Do you know what I mean? The competition was big. It was big for goalkeepers. Edison and Allison probably picked themselves. It was between you and Cassio won it in the end. So, what can you do? You know what I mean? That's just it, really. Luan or Messi. Another unlucky player from Gremio, who I feel like very easily could have made it, but it's a difficult one. When you got those midfielders who Brazil picked already, it's a difficult one. I feel like it would have been between him and probably the chosen one, Paulinho. You know what I mean? I feel like they're similar type of midfielders, and at the end of the day, it's a tough task trying to move Paulinho after what he done in the qualifiers for Brazil. So, but if Paulinho got injured, then definitely Luan would be the one I think that would get called up. But again, you know what I mean? Like, we'll have to see. Watch this space. If he gets that move to Europe, then he could be a big part of the Brazilian team in years to come. But we'll see what happens. I'm not sure how old he is though. Rafinha, another player who I think probably especially if, you know, I don't know. This is someone who I would have picked as a backup, you know. But again, Tite, I guess he didn't see him enough, or didn't. I don't know. I don't really know. Doesn't trust him. I'm not sure in it. But it's one of those where I don't feel like he'll be missed. He would have been a good player to take, especially playing for a team like Bayern Munich. But it's one of those where it's like, okay, well, in my opinion, anyways, no one's gonna be mad at you for that, and that's it, really. I don't know. I can't think of anyone else. If there's anyone else that I've missed, who you feel like should have, you know, at least had a chance to go, then let me know, because I can't think of anyone else in it. I can't think of anyone else. But yeah, that's it, really. Let me know what you guys think of the squad. Who do you think should be the starting 11? What players are you happy to see there? Who was surprising for you? You know, and what do you think Brazil's chances are now of winning the World Cup based on the team? Also, if you're not a Brazilian supporter, if you're not a Brazil supporter, and you'd like me to analyze your team selection, then let me know in it. I support England, but I really don't want to get into that right now, because it could get mad in it. It could get mad. But yeah, we're going to leave it there. So, thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more stuff like this, then make sure you're smashing up that like button. As always, dive into the comments and let me know what else you'd like to see. Share the video, because sharing is caring. And subscribe. Come and join the squad. Whoosh. Whilst try it, make sure you follow me on all my social media, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time. Peace.
Feel just like a rock star.